Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of TRB Collectibles. My name's Tom and I will be your guide through this estate sale.
And they have that for you.
Now, if you've been watching my channel for a decent amount of time, you know that I do enjoy going to estate sales. Quite a number of them, not only on the East Coast but on the West Coast. And after you go to so many estate sales, you start to get to know the companies that host them. How they price things, how they run, how they operate, when they do sales, what their initial price points are going to be depending on the inventory that they have in that house. Now, with all this acquired knowledge, whether you be a part-time or full-time reseller or somebody that just enjoys going to estate sales, you don't necessarily want to waste your time. You want to get the best stuff for the best price. And if you know the companies and how they sell things, then you can make your route more efficient by going to the places that you can actually get good deals. So, as an example, if Company A on day 2 doesn't offer a discount and only offers full price, but Company B offers a 25 to 30% discount on day 2, but has better items, which are you going to go to? So, you make your route accordingly, it becomes more efficient, and you can actually get really decent stuff to resell or keep for yourself. Now, in this case, on this weekend, that wasn't the case for me. This weekend didn't have too many estate sales that were close by, but I still enjoy going to them. And there is an estate sale company that prices things fairly, but really for those that are buying for themselves rather than somebody that might resell it. So the margins on what I could buy potentially with this company are very slim. But I'm still going to try anyway. Now, one of the categories that I love buying to resell is anything to do with model railroading, but I also thoroughly enjoy just looking at them. From when I was a kid to now, I enjoy model railroading. Anytime there's an opportunity to see them, I will make sure that I can try to find them. In this case, what drew me to this sale, even though I knew the estate sale company kind of overprices things, was potentially getting these locomotives. But they didn't show the prices, at least the stickers, on any of their pictures. So I had to come and find out for myself. And based on what I've seen so far, the prices are comparable to eBay. So I don't think they'll probably try to give you a discount on any individuals because they're not running any discounts today. But I might try to implement one of my other strategies that I've used before. And I've actually captured in a previous episode. It was called, I found model trains at this estate sale. Where I went to the company at the end of the sale and offered them a bulk price. And which at this sale I tried doing the same thing, but in a different way where I said, hey, I'm interested in all the trains. Would you be willing to sell them to me in a lot? At that point, they actually said, they didn't even think about it and said, no, we have a lot of people that enjoy collecting model trains, and we usually have them come through. But if you leave us your contact info, we can get back to you and see if they haven't sold. We could try to work something out, which I thought was fair, but not like the last sale where they had just sold it to me on the spot. So potentially there could be a lot of other collectors out there as well. So I did leave these trains behind, unfortunately.
Oxidation, corrosion. There it is. And that's why we're going to pass on this camera. It's corroded. Corroded all the way through here.
If there was one piece of advice I would love to give you, it's this. Whenever you're looking up electronics, always check the battery compartment. Like we just saw with that camera, what you can see on eBay where you could potentially make $100 can be completely ruined by a little bit of battery acid. Alright, so I have a question. How many of you would walk into this closet and just feel overwhelmed if you were to try to be a reseller in it? Because I look at it and I have no idea. It looks so daunting to me. Let me know in the comments down below if you are a clothing reseller, how you got started and where you began. Woo! Potpourri! One of the first things I ever resold was a VHS DVD combo unit, and they still sell for decent money. Unfortunately, a lot of estate sales do overprice them, like this one was for $35. There was no discount. Now granted, on eBay you could probably usually make $50 to $65 depending on the brand, the model, and what people are looking for. But if you go to like yard sales or thrift stores, you can potentially get them cheaper, but the thrift store ones tend to not work. Just FYI. The estate sale ones are actually pretty good, but at $35, there's really no value there that you could take home to flip. So always keep an eye out for them. The highlight of this estate sale was the backyard. It was incredible. And don't worry, I do bring you back there. Stay tuned, it's coming up. Alright, so this is going to sound silly, but it's truth. People enjoy buying old containers of cleaners and or soaps. I kid you not. As you can tell from this subs, I was interested. It didn't have a barcode. I did happen to look it up. Not only do people collect them, yes, they collect empty soap containers and or half full ones because it reminds them of their past and their childhood, but also their independent movie studios and larger movie studios that need them as props rather than remaking them. They just buy them because it's cheaper than to reproduce them. So if you ever come across it, just happen to look it up. You never know. You could actually make a pretty decent profit off of old used soap. As you can see, we found another VHS player. That one was marked at $25, which, for a flip, is not worth it. I tend to spend no more than $10 at max for a flip of a VHS player or a VHS DVD combo. I enjoy selling media, and lately I've been looking up a lot more VHS tapes just because there has been a resurgence as of late, kind of like vinyl, where besides horror and independent VHS, others have become more popular as well, which means in the reselling world it works out for us because we find it all the time. Now, the reason I looked up Psycho IV, there's a certain point at which people fall off the bandwagon for certain movies, usually 1, 2, and 3, and people stop after that point. So the higher number ones were less produced, which means they have an increased value because they're more rare. So always keep an eye out for horror VHS and try to start scanning a little bit more because you'd be surprised. Prices are slightly going up on VHS tapes. Come with me and you'll see a very, very, very 80s kitchen. Tell me we did not just walk back in time into the 80s / early 90s. Even I have memories of kitchens like this. It's stuck in time. But to be honest, if it functions, why not? In the comments down below, how many of you remember kitchens like this? One category that I really want to learn more about is vinyl records. Now, there are a lot of people out there that sell them. There is a huge surge in popularity, but I just don't know where to begin. If you are a vinyl seller, in the comments down below, let me know where I can learn a little bit more about vinyl and how to resell it. That would be great. Welcome to my favorite part of the tour. This backyard was absolutely incredible. This backyard of this house, I think, is like the most beautiful view I've ever had at any estate sale that I've been to, whether it be in Florida, New York, or in California. Now, if you're used to a view like this, I wish I had that. Now, granted, growing up in New York City, my backyard did not have a view like this. No, no, no. So everywhere you look is a postcard opportunity. This is absolutely incredible. In the comments down below, let me know if you've ever experienced a view like this at an estate sale you've been to. But otherwise, enjoy the view, everyone.
This is incredible. Look at this view. You get every single mountaintop. Surprised no pool. But then again, San Diego, you don't need pools because you have like beautiful beaches.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some extra time, check out some of these other episodes. Thanks!